The Hundred Years' War was a conflict between France and England that lasted from 1337 to 1453. Despite its name, the war continued for 116 years. It was not just a simple war, but a major event in European history involving disputes over royal succession and territorial control. When the King of France died without an heir, Edward III of England claimed the throne, arguing that his maternal grandmother was of French royal blood. However, the French nobility refused to accept this, and tensions over the crown reached a peak. At the time, England already controlled important French territories such as Gascony, making territorial issues another major cause of the war. The war began in 1337, and England initially won several battles thanks to their skilled longbowmen. In particular, at the Battle of Crécy in 1346, the English forces achieved a major victory by neutralizing French knights in armor with longbows. Then, in 1356, the Battle of Poitiers resulted in the shocking capture of the French king, John II. Years of fighting and truces followed, and the war became increasingly drawn out and brutal, with great suffering among the people. It was then that a 17-year-old girl named Joan of Arc emerged and began to turn the tide in France's favor. Claiming to be guided by divine voices, she lifted the siege of Orleans and helped crown Charles VII as King of France. However, she was eventually captured by the enemy, tried for heresy, and burned at the stake in 1431. Afterward, France improved its military tactics and technology, using infantry and artillery more effectively to gain the upper hand. In 1453, at the Battle of Castillon, England suffered a decisive defeat, effectively ending the Hundred Years' War. France reclaimed most of its lost territories and evolved into a centralized monarchy. This war marked the end of the medieval chivalric era and the beginning of the modern nation-state system.